Hey guys, welcome to this week's Saturday Spotlight. Hope this one finds everyone well and that you all had a great Thanksgiving. Shifting gears again a little bit on the Spotlight today. On the bench, we have the AMT Peterbilt Wrecker. Now this is going way back for me, guys. This is a early mid high school build for me. Um, so it's a little dusty in spots here. It's got some age on it, but this was actually the reason I decided to put this in the spotlight. Was this was my very first semi truck build, and I actually have altered it from how I originally did it, but I did it fairly soon after I got it done. At least the body. I actually had this painted, was a metallic blue originally. But when I got to looking at it, I think that I can't really remember, guys. It's been so long ago, but I think something was up with the paint I didn't care for, and then I really got to looking. I just kind of wanted to go with the box art actually at that time, which had the Don's Truck Plaza and all that on it. So I just actually redid it and painted it black. And now I had the white here already before with the blue, but I just ended up going with the black. And so I did that fairly early on too. Decided to change the color. So this paint is just as old as when I had originally built it. All right. With that in mind, not a whole lot other to tell about this one other than this was like a early, like I said, early to mid high school build for me. Had not built a semi truck in the past, and I've shared this before on the channel, so I'm not this truck, but this thought. So I won't dwell on it, but I kind of got into semi trucks. My dad was in the part of the CB fad there in the mid late 70s, and he had the CB and stuff set up and everything, and I really got interested in semi trucks. Never really learned much about the mechanics or how they operate and work and all that stuff. I just always liked them. And I'm still kind of fascinated by trucks, like especially cab overs. I've talked about that before in the past too, but this is one I ended up with back then in the day, and she's missing some parts over the years. I got the rail on this side is missing. I got let's swing her back around here. The stack here has come up missing somewhere. I think it's long gone. I don't see that I would have that anywhere now, but got some of the accessories that came with it. I believe both of these gas cans came with it, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%. But these little gas cans back here. I know the oil drum. This drum did come with it, and I might have. No, I did not glue it in there. So the oil drum came with it. Just all brush painted everything on that. And the spare tire sitting there in the corner. And then the jack, I believe, came with it. And the shovel came with it. And then this little flag right here. Now, I don't know, but it might supposed to be fit in these holes on the back. I'm not sure. They're actually a little bit big to fit in there, but you could probably turn them down a little bit to get them to fit. But anyways, beside all that, I use thread. I use thread here for the cable works and everything. You just use what I had around the house back in the day. And this kit actually, this was, like I said, mid 80s release. This kit was actually based off of the California Hauler, which was originally released according to Scalemates in 1969. Would have been that 359 California Hauler, and then this in this configuration as the Wrecker was released in 72, and then there was a couple after that, a couple reboxings, I believe. On there it said, and one in 77 and one in 79. And the 79 would have been the Lesney version, which would have carried the Matchbox label, as well as the AMT on that box art. But this one that I got was the version from the mid 80s. And even Scalemates had a 1980 with an X, like don't know exactly the year, but I'm going to guess, if I remember when I built this, probably 86, somewhere in there, 87 maybe, right in that ballpark, I would guess. I was about in the middle of high school then when I did that. And when I built this, guys, I actually obviously did the painting out either outside or in the garage at home there. And then once I got all dry, I actually worked on this in my room on the weekends, and sometimes I'd be up till 2 o'clock in the morning working on this thing, getting it together. So again, my first semi truck. So quite a dive, I guess. Well, everybody knows how the AMT trucks kind of are, quite finicky in their own right in places, but I don't think it turned out too bad, for my first truck. So I'll just show you a couple other things here. Take the hood off here. Now, for some reason I didn't do the hinge. Now, there's that blue that I had originally painted it with. I had it that color, but I don't know if the paint was messed up or I just decided I wanted it black in the end. So that's what I went with, just like the box art was. But yeah, it's a little dusty. The paint's not the greatest, for back when it was, but it was mine and I liked it and all that stuff. And you know how that goes. Pull it in close here to you. Now, again, guys, I don't know by looking at semi-engines, to tell you exactly what they are. Cummins or Caterpillar or whatever, and all that stuff. But there's the engine. And I'm going to take some of these accessories off here and we'll show you the bottom side. Get these off of here. My little gas cans. There's that, shows you that oil drum. Tricky. And there's the jack. I think actually got the handle where it can actually move. So that's kind of cool. And then the shovel. Actually, it had a broom with it too, and I think it's in another. I think I was using it for a diorama one time. So the broom is actually not on here. And so I'm going to pick this up. We'll show you the bottom side. Pretty big fit for the bench here, so I'm going to be very careful. And so there's the bottom side of it there. Like I said, didn't come out too bad. Back in the day. Like, not all the little details were painted up on it, but like I said, when it's your first one, and these old AMT kits, they're quite a challenge for your first semi truck, but worked out. So that's the bottom side. Now, being that this was based off of the 359, and I didn't know that, back when I was building this, and they had this in. Here's the original sleeper. It was actually included in this kit because, it was all on the same sprue and everything as the 359. The only difference was they added the bed. So I just went ahead and threw that together back in the day, and I scratched my head as to why they would have had this in there when that was a wrecker, but you could actually have built this as the California hauler with just a sleeper right there. So it's kind of neat. I found this in a box here a while back, and I thought this was long gone, but I actually still had the sleeper there. So that was kind of cool. Still had that. Now, guys, there have been a couple more releases since this one. It was released again then in 04, and then another time. I think the most recent release was 2019. I think it was red and white on the box. So, but I went with the kit decals on this one. Don's 24-hour heavy duty towing, and the Truck Plaza there, Compton, California, and just basically just did a box stock build, box art. Now it's missing some lights up here. Over the years, the lights have come up missing. A couple of them there. I have reclaimed the mirrors. I had lost some mirrors, and I come across those and got those put back on. But yeah, that was my first attempt at a semi truck. My cousin, I've talked about my cousin had built a lot of model cars when he was growing up and stuff, and he had quite a few semi trucks, and that's another thing. And he actually went to school for the diesel mechanics, and he was actually a diesel mechanic for quite a number of years. So that's kind of where I had another interest in the semi trucks. And then really, guys, after this one, I think I only built, until I built the white Freightliner cab over, I think I'd only built one other semi truck up to that point. So I had this one, and I think it was a Kenworth 600 T600A. I might have that wrong. I might have actually just butchered that, but anyway, some on that line. It was an old AMT kit, and that's the only other semi truck that I had built up to that point. So, but anyway, that was my first venture in semi trucks, and I said I've accumulated quite a bit. I've got quite a bit in the stash, and eventually, over time, I'd like to get some more of those built and go from there. But anyway, well, guys, as short as this one is, now some of you might be clapping, and that's okay. But anyway, all joking aside, guys, I really don't have much more to talk about this, other than, you know, that this was my first semi truck. Well, there, my jack just come apart. So we'll fix him here after a bit. Put the shovel back up in there. Put the flag back up in there. So anyway, guys, well, I don't think there was anything else really to show or tell about this one. Just pretty quick, a brief history on that kit. So there, I know I did see a comment on one of my past videos, and I don't remember now which video it was, but someone had made a comment that they was, I think it was one of my Peterbilt 359 that I did just recently, which was my first video. And I had a guy comment on there that he was actually building this wrecker, and I made comment that I was going to put in the spotlight someday. So, so that's it, guys. Like I said, not a whole lot else to tell about it, you know, other than it was my first one. Enjoyed this. I just put on the music on my radio, put a cassette tape in or whatever, back in the day up in my bedroom, and built this till the wee hours of the morning. Several nights doing that, you know, back then. And just had a lot of fun doing it, and it's survived all these years. Say it's missing some parts and everything, but again, one I may never touch because it was my first one. That's just how I am, guys, on that. So, but anyway, I think that's gonna finish it up for today. That's all I really got on that. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, subscribers. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, go ahead and give me a like, thumbs up, share, all the good stuff. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and we'll try to get you the best content that I can come up with. So I want to thank you guys again. Appreciate it. Again, I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. If you want any shop cards, I've got plenty of shop cards, guys. Just leave it in my, drop me an email or in the comments, and the email is always in my channel description and in the description of the video. So if you want that, let me know and I'll get one right out to you. All right, guys, I'm going to close it out. So until next Saturday's Spotlight, thanks for watching. This is Eric from Eric's Model Garage. You guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.